Welcome to the joy of level editing, everyone. It's been a while since we have recorded an episode. Look, I make it spin. As always, we are going to do a little quick playthrough, and then we are going to just kind of note down any issues we find along the way. Ooh, look what I'm using. So I wasn't
expecting to see that.
Get used to it. I like this car. So I don't really see anything wrong with the Accele-charger. Of course, I'm totally not biased in that I did most of this.
Let's be fair. You did all of this, and I added the ability to grip skip.
Well, you also added sounds to the wheel. That's a thing.
I think that one also has a better portal texture. I mean, it's not too much better, but it's better.
You're probably right. I would replace these boost pads and also these. All right, right here.
Yeah, the end caps.
Yeah, the end caps. These need to change. That is no bueno.
I don't feel like it fits the glass. If you were to do like
this does not spark joy.
I forgot the name. If you were to do the one spline where we can change the texture entirely.
The golden spline, yeah.
Yeah, golden spline. That one, if you were to do that one, you can make a glass type texture.
Yeah, and then you could also use that end cap. Yeah. That's true.
I also feel like, I don't know if it's just me, but the boost pads don't feel like they're attached to track, like, and just.
They do. They look like they're just kind of plopped down on there. I feel like, I don't know. I've got nothing against this type of boost pad. It's easy. It's simple. It works. People recognize it.
Yep. There's a few things that can help with making those feel better. And it is giving a sound effect when you drive over them. It's
it's already got a sound effect.
Okay.
It's very faint. It's just like it's just like a boost sound effect.
It's just a default boost effect that I think.
Yeah.
When
it works. I don't know. Here's what I would do here. I've got a bit of a bone to pick with these types of Accele-chargers. How they're like pickups that just kind of that surprise you. Just like ho. Maybe it's at this point in the road, or maybe it's further up. You don't know for sure. So what I would do here is I would put like a little floating particle ring just to kind of denote the general like projected location.
That, or you could have it kind of the Accele-charger off the track. You could jump like over to it, and then as you're flying over to it, if the like tube pops out slightly past it.
That I didn't understand the words that came out of your mouth.
I don't make a lot of sense when I talk.
You put yourself on a trajectory where you're not going to land on track unless you hit the Accele-charger.
Very true. Yeah. No, you make it float.
Yep.
That's much simpler than what I had in mind.
But yeah, adding a little bit of particle effect flare whenever you activate one. Simple way to make them feel a lot better.
Yeah. I also have a little bit of a problem with the way there's this force zone everywhere. I would add particles here so the players are a little bit more cognizant of the fact that they're being pushed, and maybe chunk up these force zones, because I guess it is just a strong wind. That is also true. It kind of seems like these are fans, though. That needs to just be visually telegraphed better.
If you're gonna do wind, though, I'll try to avoid having you drive straight into the wind, because that's gonna make you go really slow, and it's not gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that as well. This Accele-charger I actually have no problem with. That one works fine.
I feel like you can flatten out the start there, so you kind of get a little bump.
Yeah. This texture is a little bit too sharp. If you want to have some layer of cloud, I feel like either particles or something would be better than what's currently going on, because it feels solid.
Yep.
I mean, you could still use that if you want to. I'll just say don't put it like on the track level. Maybe put it below the track entirely, or like above it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, if this were farther away, it wouldn't be as big of an issue. Oh, the teleporters. The fact that you just kind of boop from one place to another. I would really appreciate some kind of some kind of transition effect.
So one thing I noticed, it wouldn't be too hard to execute, but have it so that whenever you go past a rock, the wind cancels out, like where the wind would be hitting the rock and not you. Just to make it so you're not going nearly as slow here, because this part can be kind of long.
Yeah, this part just kind of tears you off the track.
I feel like right here, if there was like just no wind because there's a rock in the way, that could fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like
That would
little
go a long
areas of
way.
relief. And if this map has checkpoints, then you put them in spots where this sort of thing is likely to happen. Excuse me. If progress is slow, then that is gonna need to be more frequent checkpoints. I enjoy the design of these teleporters. Just the fact that they have no... Hey, look, the wings. Just the
I
fact
am
that
very happy with the wings.
yeah, they turned out pretty good. Just the fact that the teleporters don't... Yeah, they don't have any sort of transition effect. If it could be something just slightly... It could be very, very simple.
Yep.
Like, even if you didn't want to actually use the teleporter thing itself, you could just make it a little bit of a tunnel. Like, maybe some really busy particle effects where it whites out the screen momentarily.
Yeah,
And
you
so
can
it's
just
not as
put
jarring.
particles and have the fade bar really low, so the second you hit it, they pop up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but can't go wrong with the default teleporter.
Yeah, and I think these are all using warp anchors already, so it's
Yeah, so it's just you just check a box.
yeah.
It's super easy fix.
You could also probably incorporate all of those, and if you really want, it's a little bit more effort, but you can make a really fancy checkpoint if you do all of those.
Yep.
Help.
You could, yeah. I don't really have a problem with their visual design.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's... I think this is it.
Nope.
This was it. That was it. Okay. So let's start at the beginning. What sections do we have here? Their layers? Accele-drone, background, and default. So it looks like everything is in the same layer, which I guess simplifies things.
I feel like that
Is
probably
this
could be a good tip is to put stuff in different layers to make it easier to work with. Just keep it more organized.
Yeah, that is a good tip.
I mean, yeah, I agree with that statement, even though I don't practice that at all.
I agree. I do not do that.
I instead of actually getting like good work done, I just organize things well. Like I've got practically no actual like work to show for all my hours in the editor, but the little that I do have is organized very nicely.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you just switch this from transition effect none to teleport.
Yep.
And it's
Now,
and
the
then
question
if you
how
wanted-
that road has no end cap.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then if you wanted to
I
play
was not about to move on from that. That's not the kind of I would not ever forget to cap a road spline. You
Yeah.
know me.
I'll do that one close to the top. They're just the default Empire Road one. That one kind of close to the top. There, that one works fine as long as you make the
that
lighting
works.
right.
Yeah. And if you want like a simple audio effect for when you teleport, I think it's just like play_teleport player.
There's so many audio effects you could use.
Yeah.
That one's simple, but if you want to dig through all the audio sounds you can use, you can.
Yep.
Absolutely. So here, glass, audio. Wait, there's a different like teleporter audio thing. Does it
Yeah.
not like by
You can
default play
choose-
some sound cue?
No, you can choose what sound key it plays.
Oh, is that in the settings over here?
Yeah.
Let's take a look. Warp anchor, so transition effect, teleport,
So
and then
if you
audio
look at
event.
the audio event-
during.
Yeah, you can just put in any of the audio strings and it would work just fine. You gotta capitalize properly. It's play with
Yeah,
a
it's
capital
probably
P.
Case sensitive.
Yeah. And then it's teleport player.
Good
both
tip, if
words
you,
capitalized.
Upper
If you
camel
add
case, right?
Yep.
If you add an animator audio to that object, I don't know if you can. You're able to like go through the list of all the audio clips you can use and just snag it from there.
I tell you what, I'm just gonna. Oh no, then it would copy the IDs. I was just gonna copy and paste the attributes for every single one of these. Okay, but that's not good. No bueno. Teleport and then. All right. Well, that
Probably should
fixes
copy and
that.
paste the. Probably copy and paste the play teleport player.
Yeah.
That's probably a better idea. Yeah, let's go through and finish with all of these teleporters.
It could also
I
be
don't
easy
need
if you
to,
go to
I don't
level
need to
objects.
say what they are. You know what they are.
If you just go to
objects.
level and just type in warp anchor, you can just pull
Yeah.
up all of them. A lot of warp anchors.
Thusly, this one is
That
not
one's a
primary, so
secondary.
Don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. I definitely don't need it. And that is.
Oh, you should be able to tell if it's a primary or secondary just by looking at the object itself.
Yeah, that's secondary.
There's a lot of stuff going on. You should change it.
Just change all of it. Just when we're
Yes.
finished, it's not even going to be the same level.
It's like at the end of the level, it just doesn't look much different. Just cut and then just pull up like a different map. Ta-da!
Yeah, and then like no, I like edit one property and then the entire video cuts and it's just like Swamp Realm or something, and I'm just like, we took some creative liberties, but I think we're satisfied with the result here.
As long as you just remove the water, it's a sky realm. It's floating trees, but it works.
You add ground and trees and also a bunch of other stuff, and then it's no longer Sky Realm, it's Swamp Realm. Improvement.
That's how it
Upgrade.
goes.
You forgot the part where you add Florida.
Oh no! You didn't forget to add Florida, did you? Did you forget to add Florida?
Is that why people don't
Maybe.
like my maps?
Yeah, not enough Florida.
I live in Florida.
Yeah, exactly. You're surrounded by it, and so you forget that you need to add it because
Yeah.
you know you're in Florida, and then you hit publish, and you're like, no problem. There's Florida everywhere, and then someone in Alabama or like Connecticut plays it, and they're like, what the hell? Where's the Florida?
It all makes sense now. I'll make sure to do that on my next map.
All right, yeah, that's what I do. You know, just changing lives, just a guru, just a life coach.
One thing, I don't think it's that big of a deal, but that warp anchor doesn't look lined up with like that cap. It just kind of triggered my OCD.
It doesn't, but I haven't noticed any issues with the transition effect, so I'm not going to mess with
That
it.
is true.
As
Yeah.
long as the effect works, then yeah, why bother? So we're going to need to make a decision here. We're either going to have to change these to regular road end caps, or we're going to have to change this type of road spline.
There's actually another thing that I like to use as a road cap sometimes, even though it's not a road cap. It should just be in the roads folder or the
Ah.
attachments folder. I
Let's take a
can't
look.
remember which.
Let's check roads first. Roads. This guy?
You can try that and then
Not that one.
This one?
There should be. Oh, the ones at the very bottom.
Oh,
The
these.
things that are meant to link different track types. Sometimes
I
they
have
can look
used
pretty
these
nice
before.
as caps.
Sideless. So not sideless. So side to side. Yeah, this fits much better, I feel.
Yeah, and then you can always squash them a little bit if they're a bit too long.
Nonsense.
bit too chonky.
This is perfect. I don't really have a problem with the design here. It's a little bit minimalistic, but it gets the job done and is kind to performance. So it wins points from me for that. Okay. What do you know? There's a spline cap.
Actually, listen, where my specialty is, you can actually change that cap to make it look a lot better. If you go back to it. This is what I use for all my realms that have silas track. So you're going to delete that, right?
Alright.
And then open up the track manipulator nodes of T. And you want to extend it with, I think it's X. And then
Oh,
just like
yeah.
click off somewhere. And you're going to change all the scales to 0. And you're going to line it like right before that one.
I'll do you one
So
better. Bam!
that it looks wonky though because the arrows are squished.
Yeah.
You look wonky. Your arrows are squished.
Oh. How could you
That's too
say
far,
something
man.
so mean?
Yeah, I'll pay your hospital bill. That was an unnecessary burn.
How? We live in the U.S. How?
Oh, true.
I'm actually secretly the heir to a very, very big fortune.
Yeah, if you just make the scale all 0, you can just scoot it back to the track, like, just a tad bit before it clips. You have to move it a tad bit forward, just so it doesn't have that texture bug.
Okay. That's Zed fighting. I've heard it referred to as Zed fighting before.
Yep.
And it gives you a pretty clean line cap for sideless tracks.
That is true, but consider... not that. But consider... That doesn't work either.
Still considering.
Keep
Okay,
considering.
you'll figure something out.
Consider... I guess... Oh yeah, that's right. That is true. Touché, General Kenobi. Touché.
After making enough maps of sideless tracks, I learned a few tricks. People may hate it, but I learned something from it.
You know, if it works, it works. All right. I feel like I don't know. Part of me wants to mess with the way the track is aligned here, because it goes up and over. It's a bit bumpy. Make it smoother, more perfect curves and stuff. Should I?
I mean, I would say you could probably focus on other parts of the map and maybe come back to that time.
That's true. That's true. There's more important things. Okay, so let's head here next. Let's deal with this situation here. I feel like this could be remedied rather easily with just replacing this with what the hell? What object is
Still
this?
trying to.
Still attempting to find out what I'm even looking at here.
I think it's that goes cloud plane to the left a little.
Ghost and Echo's cloud plane? No.
There's 2 of them. There's a whole bunch of them.
Yep.
You select all of them and delete them all.
A whole bunch of them.
One thing I would recommend before you delete it, though, I think it's Alt Control Shift S, or it might just be Alt Shift S, so you can move your cursor 2 layers. So whenever you place the clouds, it's in the same area.
True.
I think it's it's kind of.
I'm-
Oh, there's 2 of them. There's another one. That's why.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah. That's...
I think the Empire or the Echoes Cloud Plane 1 is the one.
Where's this one?
I mean, both the 2s are
Yeah.
there, and the one's down there.
Which... Wait, where's this one? Is there... Oh, they're one directional, that's why.
Yep.
You delete that one and then all of a sudden, bam. Okay, let's go ahead and see what we can do with particles. Let's make something a little bit fluffier, a little bit fuller, a little bit more...
One of the easiest
lifelike.
particle to start off with would probably be clouds.
Really? I was going to do one of these guys. This seemed like this had what I was after, this galaxy particle. Galaxy brain meme, galaxy particle meme. I don't hate it, but it could use some more refinement.
Yeah. So if you want to go for what they had before, just let me see the rotation on it.
Finds is the particle
Okay.
man.
Just squash the yeah, that value right there. And then what's the fade near and fade far on these?
Fade near...
Near the bottom.
800. Okay,
Let's
that's
up
reasonable.
this to... Let's up this to 1200. Just so
Okay.
it's a bit...
Yeah, I'd maybe even
More, yeah.
increase the particle count a little, and maybe decrease the size, just so they
maybe also mess up the fade sharpness a tad bit.
Yep.
Fade sharpness. Let's take a look.
Right under brightness, closer to the top.
Yeah, it's right near the top.
You can tell I work with particles all the time based
Oh,
on how
yeah,
quickly I'm
definitely.
finding all these values.
I like how I'm acting like I know what I'm talking about, yet Pines knows way more about particles than I do.
Are we looking at the right particle effect?
I don't know. I think we're onto something here. This looks right and proper.
Well, the thing is that the ones you have on screen, I think, are part of a separate cloud particle.
I'm not so sure about that.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
That's what
these-
we actually have.
Okay, let's increase the particle count by
Yeah.
a bit.
You can probably bring it up to like 200.
And then... I feel okay with that, actually.
Yeah, I'd need to give it like a drive through, but
Let's take a look. Is this the... Yeah, that's the exit.
yeah,
Okay.
that's the exit.
Let's grab the car.
Oh, you can just click test from teleporter exit.
Oh, nice.
Usually, it can be kind of wonky sometimes. Luckily, it worked that time. I know sometimes it can be a little wonky if how it spawns you.
Yep.
That's much nicer. That feels much more natural, I think.
Yeah.
Especially, you know, how I died right there. Really, really top notch.
That's someone who's lived for hurricanes, very natural.
Very natural
Like-
for people to die during hurricanes. Actually, I would be more disturbed if there was less death.
I'm an expert in that field. I know everything about chaos. I am a Florida man.
Somebody else brought up a good point about the lightning strikes in levels like this in Storm Realm. One, you should probably use a particle effect to signify where the lightning is gonna strike.
They did it a good way in that new in that Storm Chaser map.
Yeah.
I thought that was very innovative.
Yeah, I think that's definitely the way to do it. Just having the particles.
Oh,
Kinda-
that was much
Yeah.
nicer. You guys saw that, right?
Yep.
That felt so much better. Not jarring.
Yeah. I mean, it's still jarring because it's a transition to a very different environment, but
Oh,
it
sure, but it's
feels
cool.
better.
It's just like, oh, you've been teleported.
Out of curiosity, just stop moving, like, real quick. What way is... That's a problem. Actually, is it? I just wasn't sure whether the wind was blowing the same way the particles were for a bit. And
It is not.
definitely not. Yeah, I would suggest maybe making the wind face the direction of the particles, otherwise it just feels wrong.
Yeah, that's
And also,
definitely an
that
issue.
direction the wind is going makes it a lot slower in the map. You have
Definitely,
it
yeah.
going against the player.
Yeah.
It's easier getting pushed to the side than it is just getting completely...
Yeah.
I want to go through and make all of the end caps pretty and make them all good
okay.
and perfect.
If you want to do that, you can just go to level objects and type in cap, and you can probably...
Hush. Don't mess with my de-stress activity. You're right, this doesn't make any sense. Let's see what these levels are called. Road end. Straightforward.
Okay, there's not too many of them.
Yeah, that's good. Library. This is clearly the most efficient way to do this.
Absolutely.
Speed of those cap changes, though, is just crazy.
These, I can't mess with these a lot without completely ruining this.
Yeah.
Or you could do that one Pines are talking about where it joins two different tracks.
True. The ones that we've been using for caps are meant to be combining two different tracks.
These ones?
So if you,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So if you kind of Oh no, I was gonna say leave those
Oh,
because of the visual effect they have there. But split the connection right there.
right here.
Not that side. The first one that you did split.
This one.
Yeah. And then just kind of fit one in between those.
What I don't like is right here.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. Yeah, that's a problem.
Let's
Okay, yeah,
see if
I
we
agree
can't.
with your decision more now.
Let's see how it looks. Not awful.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, it may even just make more sense to just go straight from...
It's a very questionable way to do it, but I guess don't
Yeah.
question on it.
Shh, 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 shh. I got this.
Uh-huh.
I
I
got
believe
this.
in you.
I got this. I did it.
Yeah.
Look
The
at
next
that.
turn's a little bit sharp, though. I will say that.
That's true. Observe my masterful solution.
Makes the turn even sharper. Now it's
Now it's not really a turn.
I feel like if you were to slide that to the left a little bit, you can kind of.
Like
Yeah.
that. Perfect.
That could work.
Perfect.
That should be drivable.
Let's
Hopefully.
try it out. Let's do that thing. Is this plane supposed to fly?
I believe so.
Let's test. I don't think I took that route when I played this on stream. Or, okay, that's an issue. Spits you out sideways.
I think that might just be an issue of spawning from the teleporter and not actually.
Yeah.
Also, you can
Does it-
see other parts of the map.
Just turn on the Skyfire and fix that.
Okay, well,
Oh.
that works. That's neat.
Yeah.
Maybe some sort of like sound effect.
Yep.
Whee! That might be an issue. Well, you've got jump, boost, and everything. I think we should turn that into a transfer. It doesn't really work well how it is currently.
I say leave deciding where to put transfers to the map makers. Like, it would make more sense in terms of just the flow of the level, but I assume they want to go for more of the...
Yeah, they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
One thing I would say, it all depends on the map creator and what they're trying to do. But if you're trying to avoid skips in a map of these abilities, try and make the track layout as like straight as you can, and not have very many like maps that go back on themselves, just because it makes it super easy to skip. Depending, if you have abilities canceled, like on some maps, and it's not nearly as big of a deal. But on a map with these abilities, I feel like you could fix that track layout.
Definitely. If you wanted to. I don't know if that's really an issue here since they're all enabled.
It's
Yeah.
all down to personal preference.
One other thing I would change is fixing the... That is weird. I figured it'd just be like a cylinder, but no, look at that.
Oh, okay.
Weird way to do it. Wind ring... What? Wait, there's
Must
a-
be some Accele-charger.
Now I'm intrigued. I didn't even know there was a wind.
Right here, yep. Solar.
Okay.
Oh, yes, that is a solar Accele-charger. Totally.
Okay, if nothing else, what I want to do is I want to move the direction of the wind so that players are aware of which direction they're being pushed, because
Yeah.
that's really weird. This is ghost rain. It's not affected by wind or air currents. And also, this threw me off the first time I played. Like, it's very clearly telegraphed, hey, get on the track. And then you get on the track,
And then
you
it's
just
an
get carried
absolute
away.
trap.
Yeah, it's a trap.
Yeah.
I mean...
I think
don't
they
wanna
were trying
take-
to convey to the track is like under the snow. I feel like a better way to convey that though is having shorter segments of track.
Yeah, like not usable. Like clearly they don't go anywhere. They just reconnect.
It just pops out for a second.
Yeah, visually, like maybe just
Yeah, or just putting it at angles that feel bad to drive on.
something like this. No, hold on.
A little bit. Enough where it's like slightly popping out. I think.
Yeah. Like that.
It's a little bit sharp, but I mean, that could work.
Yeah, basically, you want it to look like the player shouldn't drive on it. Like that one I can see is fine. The one that just points straight up.
Yeah, that one, like clearly, like what are you gonna do? There's no boosters or anything else on it, so it's just like,
Yeah.
oh, at that point they know enough about the wind that I'm actually gonna break this, and I'm gonna have these point in different directions. Since this is decorative, I am gonna mess with the track.
Actually, you could do that also to convey that there's another route, because how like foggy it is, it's kind of hard to tell there's other routes.
Yeah.
I had no clue that wind Accele-charger. How?
Yeah,
to find that route.
it's pretty hidden. So actually, maybe we could make this part a little bit. And put end caps on this guy. This is Spline Road Simple. So this is Golden Road, I assume. And
You can just copy and paste the texture.
yes, it's exactly what I intend to do. Copy properties and then paste them. See, that works so well. Look at that.
Yep.
So you can move that, 'cause I feel like that boost pad's kind of in the way of that road.
Yeah. Yeah, why don't we...
Scoot it over a tab it to the left, and that should work.
Yeah.
Or, I mean...
Move
that
it
works
over
too.
here. Or alternatively, we could make this like a little bit of a bridge. Turn this into a little bit of a bridge.
Maybe rotate it to the other side, so you can like... I'll not describe it, but... So it's not just
Right
all
here.
going one direction.
Oh, like twist the road?
Yeah, have the road twist.
Yeah, maybe something like this.
But let's say for the start of it, you could just put a negative on one of the axes, and it'll just flip it. That also works.
Yeah. Oh,
That
did you already line up
was wrong
the
message.
wind particles with the wind?
I have not yet, no.
Okay, cool. Because I
Where are
have
they?
some additional thoughts on that.
What are you thinking?
Oh, it's probably called snow or rain, because that's the default particle name.
Not this one? Let's try rain.
If it's that wind, it would be...
Mm-hmm. Right
There
here.
you go.
I was pretty sure that
and-
wind...
Let's see the force zone box as well.
You might want to close that
that
accelerodrome
one.
layer just so it's not popping up.
Oh, true. Oh, there you go.
Okay, so it's going this way.
Oh,
going
are they both in
up.
the same spot?
It's pulling up, which is a bit
Interesting.
tricky.
Uh,
I understand why it's pushing up. If they want it to, like, if you... Like, it pulls your car off the track. If,
I feel like there's
yeah.
a better way
fly
to
up.
do that.
The trick is you want to have it just light enough where it takes you up the track, but not too much where you just fly off the track.
What do you guys think about just using a grav trigger to increase drag and then have the wind push you to one side or another? I feel like that would convey the same like sense of being pushed around.
my thought was essentially to take both this and the particle effect, group them, and then give them like a slight rotation animator so that the wind actually moves around a bit.
Let's copy. Oh, interesting. That would be good. That's a little bit unpredictable. All right, let's try it out. See how it works. Here, and then let's grab the rain. Here comes the rain again. I think they're both pointing the same direction. They are.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, and then just group them, I
Group 'em,
guess.
and then force rain. And
Yeah,
then
and-
let's have it. Let's start it off. Clearly,
If you go-
pasting that was a mistake.
If you go to inspect children and go properties, you can see the boundaries of the
Yeah.
box and stuff like that. Just so it's
you
easier.
need to do all.
You can do all, but it'll actually kind of give you like indication of what you're doing.
Yep.
All right, so let's set it to something like this first. Oh, I see. Let me.
Oh, and then for the
make
gravity
the velocity
of the
negative real quick. There we go.
yeah.
I was thinking something you could do on my idea earlier is make it kind of smaller so it fits in between the areas of rocks. So when you're behind a rock, there's no wind, but when you're like in between rocks, there is wind.
Okay.
If you see like there's gaps between the rocks, make that group skinny enough where it'll fit between there. So when you're driving between that area, there's wind, and then when you're obviously behind a rock, the wind would not be there. Just to give you a relief while driving.
I hear you, but also that sounds really time consuming.
Yeah. That's not something that I think we could do during the video, but it
I mean, if it was
somebody
like
is doing that.
like a clearly defined mechanic, that's one thing. Like in some levels where you have to make it to checkpoints and get from one point to another before the wind starts and blows you off, that makes more sense than here, where the wind isn't so much a present. Like, it's a hazard, but really you just have to kind of keep going through it. There's no real strategy involved. So we just redesigned this entire section. Let's see what we can accomplish with just having this thing gyrate a bit. So let's do...
Oh, that's the wrong animator.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, just set inspect children to none real quick.
Oh.
There you go. Now you can actually add your animator.
Oh yeah, because it turns off the wind when you activate that Accele-charger, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's have it spin a little bit and then wobble. So we're going to need to stack an animation here. Change the rotation axis to here. Nope. And I don't have my 10 key, so I can't make it do the funny thing. Duration, let's do 10.
Oh, I think the axis you want is the middle one.
Hinge. Nope, not this one. One? Nope. One? Yes, there we are. But also, maybe it's this.
We might also just want to reduce the rotation magnitude so it doesn't feel as
Or,
jarring.
alternatively, so I want this to be pointing up more or less. I'm going to see what I can accomplish just by moving it around. Whoa, look at that. Did you know that pressing 4 did that?
Nope.
You could just press different keys and they'll just open and close different windows. Isn't that neat?
Huh.
Let's do 0 here, and then I'm okay with that. Let's do just play the delay to 0, the duration to 5, and let's see what that looks like.
Oh, you needed a ping pong.
I did
Yeah,
need ping pong.
because otherwise it'll just snap.
And the rotate magnitude is a bit too much. Let's make this maybe 25 degrees.
Yep. Oh,
Let's
you also want to
actually-
make the motion advanced. Just so that you can tag the always animate box.
Perfect.
Because otherwise, if the camera can't see the center of it,
Whoa!
it'll, oh! Interesting.
Alright, this is new.
Yeah. Let's see what that actually looks like.
In game, yeah, let's take a look at that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's warp anchor test from exit. Looks like, woo boy. That is what it looks like. My goodness! I'm lost. It does look like the wind is being blown.
Yeah.
So I guess in that sense it works? Right?
Yeah. It's just odd that it's,
Let's see if this thing still works. The force zone got... Oh yeah, that works fine. Because the idea is that you're overcoming it, not that it is disappearing. Okay. I'm not 100% sure how I feel about that.
yeah.
On the one hand, it does definitely signify that the wind is changing, and in a way that's helpful too, because it's like the raindrops are being carried around by a...
Yeah.
But on the other hand, you're being blown this way,
Yeah, and the wind is...
and the wind is not that way.
Yeah. We may need to inspect the children on it. Alright, let's zoom in on the center.
I think it may be negative. Force, wind
Yeah.
speed,
Well,
175.
try hitting to test all animations now, because maybe the force zone and the wind are spinning in different directions.
Well, they're all part of the same group as far as I can tell. Yeah.
Yeah, they were pointing in the same direction. At first, yeah, I don't see an issue here. And then this guy gets teleported down, and these get teleported up on trigger. I'm gonna put the car right here, and then I'm gonna see which way it spins me.
Yep.
Wrong way. Spins me in the wrong direction.
Yep.
I try and go in the way that the wind goes, and I can't. If I make that negative, that should actually...
Yeah, that should just flip
yeah,
it.
that should just flip it. Alright. So let's just bonk that so that the wind speed is negative, and now it should work.
I don't know. Oh,
Yeah, it seems to be working.
Nice. And then it seems to push you in this direction. Maybe we can make the other path more visible, because I think it was like over here or something. I would also change that path a little bit so that you can see they're all lined up to push you in the right direction.
Yep.
Like this one is a bit odd. Push you here, here, here. This one should be pointing that way. This one is kind of hidden. Why don't we draw this out a bit more? There we go. I feel like that
One thing I'm not sure of is that texture for those half rings right there. I'm not exactly sure what those are.
Yeah, I'm not either. I didn't really question it when I first
Yeah,
saw him. I
I
was
just
just
kind
like,
of
it's
accepted.
Wind Realm stuff. I've been playing a lot of Risk of Rain, so I'm not...
Oh, Risk of Rain 2?
Yeah, Risk of Rain 2.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very
so
good game.
I'm almost 70 hours into it, and I'm only picking up speed. Help me.
Speed is the best stat to pick up.
Especially as the captain.
Oh, yes.
You gotta stack it.
Uh,
That's more buried. This goes up. I feel like that helps with it a little bit. I'm more or less satisfied. Of course, these checkpoints are a little bit out of place, but I'm not going to mess with those right now.
yeah, they get the job done.
Yeah, they do what they're supposed to. All right, so what were we doing next? Ah, here we go. More, this works good for a skybox, I feel. Not really for much else.
I feel like what you could do is those clouds, the plane. You could probably get the clouds from the other section we made. Just copy and paste it and reduce the particle count.
Yeah.
Good idea. Let me grab... Wow, that's a lot of clouds. Instead of changing the settings, you just...
It should be the most recent cloud object.
Are
So
these
if you scroll all
stacked
the way to the
by...
bottom- Yeah, they're stacked in order of creation.
Ah. That is helpful to know.
Yep.
Copy that. Put that here, and then I'm going to change the bounds.
Yep.
I don't know, I don't really have an issue with the particle count here.
Yeah, if anything, I would maybe reduce their size, increase their fade sharpness. That's a really interesting texture.
That is. There we go.
Oh, you killed the glare.
I killed the glare. The glare was a threat to me, to all of human civilization. What was I supposed to do?
Yes.
Thank you.
Consume.
Ooh, you know what? This is actually a great opportunity to use those track brakes. Think about it. Doesn't make sense for it to
true.
clip through the to clip through the track.
Clip through the clap.
Clap through the clip, clap, clop, clop. You get it. So let's head over here, pick up some of these. It knows. It knows which part is sideless. How?
Yep. It doesn't. You just happen to be clicking from the sideless road.
Wait, you telling me that I did this?
Yeah, you did this. I always believed in you. But yeah, then you could either do like
These
a...
are world mapped.
Oh, that's concerning.
They ought not to be.
That and also a little preference. Maybe make it spin a tad bit faster. Just 'cause they do become they're going a little bit slow.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean,
One
I think
part
its,
of me wants
its
to
duration is
replace
5
these-
seconds, maybe 3 seconds.
One part of me wants to replace these with like actual turbines. Because right
All
now
you have to
these are-
replace is those.
Yeah, with like
You just find
blades
a-
though.
If you just find a flat object that's kind of sharp, you can probably do it. Only if you just get like
I'm gonna just build something real quick.
you just get like a trapezoid shape, make it really flat, and then just have a really long one. You could have each side be.
These are.
Wait, why do those have rotation?
I don't know. I don't think this does anything. Maybe it was to deal with the world mapped issue.
Maybe.
And there's another one behind there.
Huh.
Okay.
Twice the cone, twice the profits.
Oh boy, I'm gonna see if I can figure out this keyboard's proto 7 key.
What does 7 key do for you usually?
It allows me to use the orthographic keys. Wait, hold on. No.
Oh, for me it's 5 on the numpad.
I don't have the numpad.
Oh,
My
that's
keyboard
tragic.
went.
That's why me and Pines are superior. We have number pads.
All right, you got to remote
Uh,
into my computer and then press number pads for me.
If you want an easy way to set up, how many blades do you want your turbine to have?
Let's just do 3.
Okay. So just group this.
Okay.
And then just copy and paste it in position.
Huh?
So snap your cursor to this object.
To this one.
Yep. And then just do a quick Control-C, Control-V. And then you're going to change one of those rotations by 60 degrees.
I see. No. No. Aha!
Yeah, I think that's going to need to be 30 degrees then. Yeah, and then you just do the same thing. One more time. And then you'll just add 60 to that, so 150.
Wait. Haha.
Then the way I would do this is just ungroup all of these.
Whoa, nope. There we go.
Yeah. There is a downside to this. It's gonna be off. It's gonna be lopsided. So put that one that you just had back. And then go down and make it additive transparency and disable collision on it.
Okay. Give it the old...
And additive transparency.
Wait, can't you change the center point for grouped objects?
No, not by default.
Ah, damn.
There's a mod that lets you do it, but that's what we're accounting for here. So give this additive transparency. It's just under where you disabled the collision. And then just group all of these. And when you create the group, it should snap the center point to the actual center. Yeah, there you go.
Interesting. Why is it just this one?
Because you need it to counter the one on the opposite side.
So it's symmetrical across
Yeah.
different axes.
Yep, as long as it's symmetrical across all its axes, then...
I'm going to actually give these... a bit of tiltedness.
Ah, okay.
How much am I doing here? I'm gonna measure this in clicks. Click, 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 click. I'm not counting. 1, 2,
That
3,
was 5
4,
clicks.
5, 6. And what's the thickness? 0.3. Wait. 0.09. And then move this. Is that the same? Good enough for science.
Yeah.
What you could have done is do that before you duplicate it and put them in position. So then when they're in position,
Oh,
Yeah.
great. That's really helpful for me now that I've already done all of the steps.
I know I'm very
Make
helpful.
sure you don't forget the invisible friend.
Definitely. Definitely not going to forget the invisible friend. Alright, so now I just set
Oh,
up
that might be off center a little bit now.
No. Shh.
Okay.
Don't say. You can mess with the center point anyway.
Yeah, you can mess with the center of the rotation. True.
Let's switch the axis here to an axis. Nope. An axis here. And it is a bit off center.
Yep.
Damn it, how am I going to do this? I'm going to need to like rummage around in a different one of my rooms to find a keyboard with a 7 key, because I don't know how to do this. I've never been without a 7 key before, and this is really scary.
What about if you look in the view options?
View
Oh wait,
options.
no.
Look in the
see
bottom
the-
right.
Yeah, the gizmo in the bottom right. If you hit the center square on it, that'll.
I know you from Unity.
You don't
Yeah.
use that every time? What?
I never use it.
Oh, I just use 5 whenever I want to.
I only use that.
See, this is why you're weird. This is what
I know.
This is what makes you weird.
Only Florida men use that.
That's a very Florida man thing.
Truly.
Truly, we live in a Florida man world.
If you rotate to the right, you should be able to have an easier time lining it up.
Oh, very good. Perfect.
And then
Nice,
rotate to the top angle. Yeah,
Excellent.
there you go.
And now the ghost limb actually doesn't have a purpose anymore.
Yeah, I guess not.
So delay, 0, duration. Let's do 5. Loop, yes, play.
One thing you might want to check, if you turn motion to advanced, you can turn it to a linear spin, so it just spins at the same. I don't know if it's already on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's default, I believe.
That, and also it always animate, unless you don't want that.
I don't think it casts a shadow or anything, so it's not like it matters. Well, not any shadows that are necessary for gameplay. Let's call this Turbine Blade. Not a huge improvement, but I am into it.
You gotta spice it up and give it funny names, like, I would call it Funny Spinny-matron. You gotta just make it more fun.
You would, and that's the difference between you and me.
Omega
Wait till you see my
lost the-
Blender files. My Blender files have all sorts of random names.
Omega lost
Your
the
entire
ability to feel fun.
I'm like Plankton in that episode of SpongeBob. Fun? What's that?
Ah, yes, of course.
Whenever I make a car interior for Blender, because I don't drive in real life, I'm not old enough, I don't know what half the stuff is, so I'm just like, the little stick
yes.
behind the steering wheel, funny steering wheel thingy. I don't know what that does. It's a funny thingy. I don't know. Figure it out later.
That's a little bit of like world building for if your Blender situation was like a world. That would be the world building.
True.
Windy rock. Whoa! That. Where am I? What happened? Where is everything? What was I
What is
doing?
life?
Where? What is love?
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
Okay, I'm gonna put maybe a bigger boost path here, boost pad here, and then I'm gonna move this. And these aren't tied to the track, which is a shame.
A simple shift
But
plus
also,
A solve
you
that.
know, also I guess, like, technically makes my job easier because then I can just move them around freely. Okay, that's not even. That goes up. My goodness.
Weird.
My goodness, the natural orientation. Kenobi, did you make these? Did you make these?
Actually, I think I did. I think those are from my lab in prom.
Why? Why?
It was all in my master plot to make you suffer. So when did that map come out? Like a few months in the making? Master plan?
My goals are beyond your comprehension. Roads. Why don't we
That
actually
clearly was a
put
plot
these
in the making
down
since
a bit?
June.
And then I'm gonna make this spin. Okay, it makes more sense if it's popped up. So I'm gonna actually negative rotation magnitude. So this is gonna spin this way, while everything else spins the other way. Because I am a genius. No, I can't have this. I can't have this inconsistency.
Who is spin and why are they here?
What? Who is spin?
Yes, who is spin and why are they here?
Spin
How do they
is-
get here?
This is classified information, unfortunately, sir. I cannot disclose this to you.
Florida man knows everything. What?
I don't know. I think it's beginning to clash with established lore.
Actually, there is one thing Florida man does not know. Peace.
Ah,
Only chaos. Some could call it pines of chaos.
some might not.
No. Palms of chaos.
Well, it depends what part. Palms are nasty swamp trees.
Exactly. That's my point. Oh god, they don't line up with the track. Why? Why don't they line up with the track? Kenobi, why don't they line up with the track?
I feel as though it's all simply to spite you.
Why?
Like I said, this is a master plan in the making since June. Totally not just making that up. To be funny.
Why don't they line up with the track? It's not right. It's not right. I don't like it. Wow, this is gonna be weird. Boop. Wait. Yes. Perfect. Pines, I didn't know you played Risk of Rain 2.
Oh yeah.
As if my
was-
opinion of you wasn't high enough already. Get complimented, son.
No, I refuse.
Too bad.
Oh, okay.
This is a mandatory compliment. I'm sorry, what were you saying before I interrupted you?
Yes. I don't remember.
Wow, I threw you that badly?
Yep.
Oh, cool. Well, that improved my day a bit. Well, anyway. How am I going to break this up? I have an idea. It's crazy, but it might work.
What idea of yours is not crazy?
Shut up. Also a good point. Wait, this isn't sideless. Okay, so that can't work because this is... So this has to turn more. There we go. I'm gonna have to compromise somewhere. I think it's gonna be right there.
You just leave the boost pad like that. It's natural habitat.
No, I refuse. You can affect, like, actual good, like, you know, thoughtful design changes just by telling me to do things. Or to not do things. Just reverse psychology the entire way. Just like, oh, whatever you do, don't improve
my Mega Mind play.
Yep.
You're not ready for this.
Mind size.
Don't be funny.
Mega. I'm having a hard time actually understanding which direction to take that. So instead, I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing.
Mega Mind play right there.
Galaxy brain. Mind size, mega.
I'm a Florida man. My brain is infinite.
Why? Why is it like that? There we go.
As a Florida man, and there's common knowledge that every Florida man's brain is the exact square miles of...
They measure their blood pressure in hamburgers per touchdown.
No, we measure them in bananas per orange.
Oh.
So a side of cocaine.
That's like comparing apples to oranges. Except instead of doing that, you're comparing bananas
You
to
forgot the final
oranges.
part. It's bananas with oranges, a side of cocaine.
I see.
No,
It
the
all makes
cocaine
sense.
isn't served on the side, not in Florida.
During the 80s it was.
It's not the 80s anymore, bruh.
Wait,
This is
I've been lied to. I've been deceived.
General Kenobi has personally experienced the 80s.
Yes, I looked at one of Pines' images for the prompt of the month map he's making, and I reverted back to the...
Oh, true.
Oh, one sec. And I'm back.
Welcome back.
So what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was trying to get this oriented properly.
Oh, for that you're gonna want to set it up so that it is oriented properly.
I wasn't very good at that when I made it.
Oh, wait, before
Amazing.
you ungroup it, you want to actually orient it properly. So set it to like 0, 180, 0. Well, and then 90.
Okay.
Now you're gonna ungroup it. Alright, let's see what this is made of.
So this is made of spline. Or no, not of spline, of cylinder.
Okay. So it's cylinder and I'm assuming a 4-stone box?
I want to say if my
Yep.
memory is correct, when I made
Okay.
it, there's 2 cylinders, a 4-stone box, an audio event trigger, and a cooldown trigger.
Why?
Okay.
Why are we not just
So
consolidating
maybe
the
not.
cylinders
to
here?
select everything. Oh,
It's because that has a glow, and the glow shows up. Or it's called. You can have the. In this map, it works, but in Labyrinth Realm, it's supposed to be like decayed and have moss on it.
Oh no! Don't tell me we have to change all the boosts back. We don't have time for that.
Too much effort.
Too much.
much too much.
What were you saying?
So I was just gonna say, select. Let me see. How are things normally oriented?
So if we
Is
want to
that
go like natural orientation, it's that.
Okay. Let's put it back to how it is. Well, how it was.
Actually, hold on.
You're not going to be able to get what you want out of this. I promise. It's
Fair.
because of how the cylinders are built. So let's see. So highlight everything that's there.
Got it.
And now group it. I believe that should be good to go.
Alas.
It's gonna rotate. Oh, did it?
It did the funny again.
Oh, so green is up then. Okay. Ungroup it.
As you command.
Go to your level object.
Objects here.
Yep. Look for a cooldown trigger.
Cooldown. Trigger no visual.
Okay. We're gonna have. Okay. So hold control.
Okay.
Oh, did you already? Okay. So first we're gonna highlight everything that's there.
Okay.
Then hold control and then click on the cooldown trigger.
This one.
Yep. Now click on it again while holding control.
Okay.
Oh, is that oriented weirdly then?
I'm lost. I'm lost. And I don't know
Okay.
if I can be found.
If they're all on 90-degree rotations from each other, it always grabs the last clicked object's rotation. So I was hoping that the cooldown trigger was going to be at a decent rotation angle.
Now it is.
Who would have guessed my one mistake is causing this much problems?
Just the one thing that you've just like the one main thing you've contributed to this map. We just spend a good 15 minutes just being like, what? Why did he do it? What? Why is it this way?
Yeah.
This doesn't make any sense.
My master plan worked out.
Yeah, now if you highlight everything, it should group properly.
Fantastic. But it's pointing the wrong way.
Round of applause.
Well,
Flawless
I'm
execution.
not gonna fix that.
Wait, I have an idea. There's literally just two things.
Oh, I mean,
Wait. Oh no. Oh no. There weren't literally just two things.
And the plot thickens.
Did we finally do it?
Oh.
Yes! We finally did it.
nice.
My one
No,
mistake I made in June
Right.
is
here.
finally finished. It's finally fixed.
I'm gonna actually lower this. A fair bit. Not even bothering with that anymore. So many small quality of life things. Okay.
Yep.
Then, of course, we need to fix that. Oop. Nice. Oh, that's a problem. All right, and put this down like that. Let's give it a test. Let's see if this is playable. Or if being in the air for that long is gonna mess with us.
Hopefully it doesn't.
Oh, that would be so nice if it didn't.
You're expecting everything to work properly? That was a good joke.
Very funny.
Explicit joke.
10 out of 10. I laughed. Oh no!
Oh.
Okay, that one works.
Yep.
Keyboard ASMR when?
Now.
When are we getting February Accele-charger's ASMR tournament?
Ah.
There's
I
no
see a
racing.
problem.
You thought there would be
Maybe
racing?
points.
That, and also, I don't... That wind is kind of wacky.
It do be wacky. Because it's not pointing in the same direction.
Yep.
Or it is. In which case, it's like
Science.
perpendicular. Oh no!
Oh, where is this wind going?
This wind is like going
He
some
got hit by the
random
thing.
ass direction.
Plot twist, there is no wind, we're just hallucinating.
I guess so.
Never has been. Force zone box. Peep.
Those ones are all the
No.
Accele-drum ones.
They are the Accele-drum ones. And I could see the layer.
There you go.
That's a weird direction for wind to be facing. Let's make that a little bit more consistent. Maybe 0.2 here. What the hell?
Just a reminder, the purple line is the direction the wind is going.
Yeah.
And
That's correct,
think-
right? Like they're supposed to be blowing towards the turbine?
I can't. Maybe I just can't see what going here. No, as in you have it the wrong way around. The purple line points in
The direction it's
direction the
coming
wind is
from?
going. It points where the wind is going from the center point.
Really?
Yeah.
So, is it coming from over here or over here now? Like right or left?
I can't see your mouse.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was going to use my
Oh.
finger next
Oh.
to try and... No, all right. I'm going to point to my monitor. Now you tell me which direction the wind is coming.
I'm gonna say it's coming from Dakota. I'm not gonna tell you which one. You'll figure it out.
The mystery. They're...
East Dakota.
What? What was that?
East Dakota.
East Dakota. Oh, I
My
forgot
source
one.
is Florida man.
I forgot one.
Forgot
Oh.
the first one.
Damn it.
As a Florida man, my knowledge of the northern states is very superb. So that's why I believe in West Dakota.
West Dakota? West Dakota is a
Understandable.
myth.
What?
A legend.
Impossible. Perhaps the archives are incomplete.
I don't have a good quote to reply to you. So I'm just gonna quietly pretend that you didn't say anything.
Understandable.
While you're editing it, just pop in a random quote out of nowhere.
For a second, I was just like, oh, we're gonna do a banter thing, but then you started popping off Star Wars references, and I was just like, oh, we're not gonna do a banter thing.
No
We're doing a banter thing, just in my terminology.
You're doing a banter thing, and I'm hoping.
I'm arguing with myself.
Inside your head, or?
No, physically.
Oh, you know, it's all the cool kids argue with themselves inside their heads.
I do it socially, actually. I change it. Or actually, no, on Tuesdays, it's physically, but the rest of the week, it's socially.
Rest. So, it's one of the. It's a Tuesday thing. All right, yeah, that makes sense. I get it. Yeah, Tuesdays.
Yeah, that's just how Tuesdays are sometimes, you know.
Yeah, you know, sometimes, you know, Tuesdays, other times,
you know,
Wednesdays.
No.
Why is it not working?
Wednesdays are my favorite breakfast.
Same.
Wednesday with like a side of a Friday.
I don't know. I've always been partial to like Thursdays. There's just something about it, like, because it's not a Friday. Like, Friday's too rich. I feel like, you know, too creamy. But
Thursday is
Friday Eve.
Thursday is balanced. Yeah, it's Friday Eve is a good way to do it. Well, both based and also balanced. Because like it's good.
I think those
got
caps
a good,
are backwards.
I think you're backwards, and also these are double-sided. Thank you very much.
But you can, like, the track can see through the sides, like the railings.
Does that actually solve it? That does. It
But,
shouldn't. Why?
The railings of the track also, what's it called? You can see through them.
Which ones?
The like main track.
Oh.
Wait, I can fix this. Perfect. Also, these are just not good ones. These are the wrong ones.
Not for this, at least.
Yeah. At least.
At least, indeed.
Such wise words. Who are you who are so wise in the ways of science?
He is a tree, but he cannot read.
He's a delivery guy.
Listen, I just deliver the food. I don't cook it. I don't do nothing.
Why would a chaotic tree deliver pizza? That's not very chaotic.
Are you kidding me? Who expects a tree to deliver pizza? You open your front door and it's just a bunch of branches and sap, like maybe a squirrel or two.
How would he know where to deliver? You can't read.
Special delivery tree.
That's what makes it chaotic.
He reads without reading.
I just want to take a moment to acknowledge I heard your pun.
Okay.
I heard it. I'm consciously deciding not to make any sort of response.
I'll give you 2 claps and a half.
Clear.
Like 2.5 claps.
All right. Let's hear it. Let's hear
pick it up.
Let's hear it.
2.5 claps.
2.5 claps.
Let me turn up my gain on my microphone.
Do it. Yeah. Turn up that gain.
I don't know. Did that go through?
I got 1 clap.
All right. I need to turn gain all the way. Get ready for background noise.
Oh, wonderful.
Let's do it.
I don't know if that went through either. Oh, gotta get the proper clap formation.
Like, I got a really quiet one.
Alright, let me turn my gain back down.
You're really failing to follow through on your 2.5 claps commitment.
Yeah.
You're really falling short of your goal.
You know, being a failure isn't easy. It takes effort.
Ooh, it's passing through the track a little bit right there. I need to figure that out.
Just move the track.
No.
No more track.
Oh, that's fair.
That could actually be a cool distance map where you're just only flying.
I tried it once. It's not my best map.
One thing I've always wanted to try and make is a Battle Force 5 map. It's just so hard to make it because it's not like timed. It's not a race. You're going to get something and it's just pick up something.
You mean like reverse tag, maybe?
Yeah.
Well, you could do reverse tag. Probably. I mean, you could.
I mean, you could.
Doing one is
technically you could, and also it would work really well, and the premises line up almost exactly. But But
As long as you can't escape.
well,
like,
you
you
can't
can't, like-
escape when the level ends.
The way I was thinking of doing it is kind of like a quest map, kind of where you like go drive through. Like it's like a mix of free roam and like a race. You pick up the battle key and you have to drive back, and
Yeah,
not just do that.
check out Mega Eruption by Spursy Boone.
I think I
that's a
have
good
played
one.
that.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
The
With that
problem
one, you-
is with Battle Force 5, like I think it's called Battle Zones, is they do not show much of what's in it.
Well, that's part of the
gives
fun.
you
You
license
get
to
to-
do whatever you want.
Why do you think I make Card Realms exclusively? I have like 3
'Cause you're-
pieces of concept.
Because you're
art to work
creative.
with.
The only reason my movie realms are somewhat decent is because I have something to copy off.
Ah.
I will.
like-
I will add on to that. That does make the work a lot easier. Just like, have a difficult creative decision? Nope. No difficult
Well, the thing
creative
is,
decisions. What'd they do in the movie?
I'm really good at getting like finite details of something I'm copying off, but I'm not good at just being original. That's a lot of effort. And
Yeah,
effort
there's the
is
skill that it takes to model, and then there's actually like knowing what's worth modeling. And sometimes people are good at one and not the other.
the supply chain crisis has made a lack of effort. Not enough effort in the market. I can't buy any.
Yeah. No, he's ran out of effort. There's really there's a shortage of effort, and it's tragic. A lot of Florida people just can't afford it anymore.
Sorry to hear that.
My pet alligator Jim also can't afford any. It's very sad.
Well, that's different with Jim. I mean, Jim as an alligator, I feel like should be afforded special considerations that most human residents are not.
He works 9 to 5, and he still doesn't get anything. Like, I don't know how they hired the alligator, but like, they did.
Well, they hired him because he's Jim. I mean, I don't
True.
think you quite.
I mean,
do you even
Chick-
cure yourself?
Chick-fil-A pays well.
Yes.
Surprised not scared though, because chicken tastes like alligator.
Why would he be?
Don't
scared?
ask why.
And
Don't ask why I know that.
he's like he's top of the food chain. Like if any of the customers start bothering him, he could just be like, "All right, your food." Know what I mean?
The thing is, alligator tastes like chicken. Don't ask
Well,
where I got that
mean,
information
I've
from.
heard human tastes like alligator food, so
I mean, don't ask what happened to my other alligator, Tim. We don't talk about him.
don't talk about Tim. We
It's a
don't
really
talk
sad
about
Thanksgiving
Tim.
this year.
Well, sad for Tim, but delicious.
I
for
mean,
the
it was
rest
a
of
it was a
us.
great feast. I mean, you being a turkey on the table is big. Try seeing an alligator. What's the best part about alligator meat is it's moist.
We're reading levels of Florida that shouldn't be possible.
Yes, I eat my own kind. I eat alligators.
Alligators are the
Okay.
only true Floridians.
An alligator eating a Floridian. A lot of Floridian eats alligator.
Floridian Ouroboros.
Nature, isn't it beautiful?
Oh, it is.
Okay, that will need to change. Gotta put that down.
I feel like if you just lowered a wind going on, it would fix all of that.
It would. But somehow I feel like that would go against the original artist's intentions.
That's why you lowered a wind, not remove it. Galaxy brain.
True, but also...
Almost as
already
creative as
fixed
my
it.
boost pads.
I'm still a little bit upset about those.
They're the ones used in Labenfrom. I haven't noticed any problems with them.
Yes, because you don't have to align them to the track.
True, that's because I attach them to a track, because I'm a normal human being.
Your normal human being tendencies are upsetting to me.
Actually, why did I just say I'm a normal human being? I'm a Florida man.
Exactly.
Yeah, those are contradictory statements right there.
You can be one, but not the other.
Well, only on Tuesdays. Like Tuesdays, you can be normal,
Oh,
but
yeah.
like
I
actually,
forgot.
no,
I forgot about that.
Tuesday is a sacred day.
Loophole.
True.
Okay, so I'm gonna just. pop that in there. And then, instead of removing them again, I am going to just get that. It looks kind of silly, but...
Looks amazing.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know what I was talking about. That's fantastic. Glorious. Would you believe I have the Risk of Rain soundtrack playing in my head as we speak?
Nope.
Good. Don't believe it. Be strong.
You don't have... It's not Risk of Rain, it's Bob Ross ASMR.
God. Bob Ross do have that sexy voice. Honestly,
When are we getting a painting stream?
I kind of think that Bob Ross, maybe a mini painting stream.
So when are you gonna paint your face again like you did that one Halloween?
Next Halloween.
You should do that as the painting stream.
Absolutely, yes. Okay, little connectors here, little connectors there. I mean, that gives it personality, right?
Yeah.
At least that's what I tell myself.
I look at myself in the mirror, I see my gut, and I'm just like, it's your personality. I just cry softly to myself.
I just say Florida.
There's no question, but the answer is Florida. If there were a question, the answer would be Florida. There's
Florida
not.
is the answer
answer
to
is still
everything.
Florida.
Why is Florida the answer? Florida.
Of course. It all makes sense.
Florida, and also, stop asking questions.
Also true.
No questions allowed in a 5-mile radius.
It's like an anti-magic zone, but it's an anti-question zone.
Same thing. Isn't magic just questions?
Oh my god. He's right. It's just questions. It's all questions.
I mean, magic is just questioning the laws of physics.
Wait a minute. Does gravity really need to always point down? And then gravity's just like, I guess not.
I'm saying that yet I haven't even taken physics yet.
And then gravity steals your elbows. The end.
Wait, I thought you're supposed to eat your elbows.
No.
Well, I mean, you
I
are.
did this.
You are, but you
I did the
can't.
steps
if
out of
gravity
order.
Steals them. That's the problem.
I did the steps out of order.
Oh,
Is there like a refund?
no.
You get refunded your bones.
I have a receipt.
No.
Sorry, it's not a receipt. It's a refund, and also, yes. Okay, I want to put a sound there. There's some kind of audio trigger. What kind of sound would be appropriate for a plane? Ambient audio object and then an audio trigger.
Yeah. Oh, these.
So I'm going to go ahead and just group this with an ambient audio object. And now it's the question of what sound would be good. Let's do ambient.
Technically, if you group it a bunch, you can have as many sounds as you want play as once.
You see, that's a question I never would have thought to ask myself. Can I make all of the sounds play at the same time? And yet, here I am, thanks to you, with an answer to that question.
I remember I made a joke map. It was a Skyrealm. It was just a complete joke I made it for, and it has every single music track as the soundtrack.
No.
Wonderful.
I haven't even played that, and I feel like I have PTSD from
Oh,
it.
you would love it. It's amazing. It has the mixture of a skip, a bunch of kill grades, and beautiful scenery. I mean,
This
exquisite
sounds
scenery.
Beautiful is concerning.
I don't I don't know how I feel about that.
Should play it in the next tournament. Should be the final map. Be great.
Okay. So I do that once, and then I can listen to the library of sounds. Now I can do... Oh no, did I break it?
Oh, I think I know at least one of those sounds causes things to break, like in terms of audio.
It's weird. Because usually... Oh no, they're just really quiet. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Maybe we could do... Nope, that doesn't work. Flying ring, tropical forest, drones. If I could hear these loops, then I feel like I would make a more informed decision here. I'm gonna try this one. Yeah, that didn't work. I don't like that. I don't feel good about that.
If you don't like it, then just enjoy it.
You don't have to like it. To like it.
Just enjoy it.
That's part of Florida law. You have to like it.
Well,
Florida law, you have to like 3 things. That audio trigger, guns.
this one works. I feel like this works.
Maybe I feel like it's a little quiet though.
It is. But we can fix that. I'll show you how.
Just add more.
Yep, you literally just duplicate them.
More.
Okay, so I'm gonna copy that and then get rid of the audio and then change the event and then put... Do I keep play? I don't think I do. And then I'm just gonna duplicate, 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 duplicate. And then... Oh, man. Now I need to ungroup this, but I need to copy the animator, event lister, and audio. Okay. Ungroup, ambient audio object. Regroup, animator, event listener. What was the last one? Pulse, ignore calling. What was the last thing that I... Hold on.
Yeah, I was about to say I don't remember.
Event options track attachment.
Oh, because it's attached to a spline, that's all.
Oh, and it does have animator audio.
Yeah.
But the animator audio doesn't really work. So we're going to do this instead. Much louder. And my car is not in the right spot.
Excellent.
That makes it kind of like an electric plane, you know?
I've never heard an electric plane before.
Have you heard of pines? Chaotic pines?
Sounds like a loser.
I wasn't expecting that response.
Oh.
You threw me off.
Good. That's what you get.
No. Alright, that works pretty well. Okay, I'm gonna fix some of those boost pads, because I don't like the way those are. I don't remember there being much else.
I think that's
Yeah,
about
I
it.
think
And
other
plus,
than that, it was pretty good.
and I think we're getting a little bit closer to the 2-hour mark, so it's
Oh, true.
Very true. Have we recorded a 2-hour video yet?
I don't believe so.
I think all the other videos are just an hour long. Making a return to the series, and we're starting off strong.
Oh boy. Can we keep it up? Tune in next time to find out.
Probably not, and give us like 2 more episodes and we'll quit.
Well, it's not quitting if we do another one eventually. It's just like
We
a
take
2-year
a very
hiatus.
long break, totally not from forgetting.
See you guys next time in 2023.
2024, what do you mean?
It's 2025. I thought we talked about this.
2068.
2077.
Wait a minute. No, we gotta get the best Spider-Man, 2099.
That's my response.
Not very enthused, I see.
I don't have anything against 2099 Spider-Man. Just the fact that you brought him up so out of the blue, it like brought me back to a bunch of childhood memories that involved the game.
I
One of
lost
the
the
games.
game, thanks a lot.
Should I be concerned because I'm too young that I didn't play that?
I don't know. You can if you want.
Yep.
Like I won't
Yep,
prevent you from. I won't.
What year did
gatekeep
it come
being
out?
concerned.
That's my important question.
Like 2013.
Alright. So I was young, but I wasn't too young.
You must be weird, like growing up and like having games that were like real games instead of like just a bunch of pixels.
The weird part is being in the Accele-racers community, but being born after Accele-racers came out.
How did you even find out about Accele-racers?
Called having an older sibling
Really?
and digging through a bunch of toys when you're young and like, ooh, where is this car from? And then my spiral hood of madness started from there.
A spiral hood. It's a hood, but it spirals. Okay, I think that about wraps it up. Let's give it another playthrough. Let's give it another playthrough, and then just make sure we didn't miss anything. Let's get going. Okay, end caps. End caps are looking good. If a bit weird.
If it works, it works.
True. If it works, it works. Wait a minute, that was a transfer.
We don't do those.
We don't do that here.
Good maps in the tournament, they don't mix unless it's pines.
I think that's pretty accurate. Pines has got a monopoly on Realms maps that actually use distance mechanics.
Yeah, that's it. He's got a monopoly on ones that people enjoy. I've got a monopoly, but everyone hates mines.
They're just like, God damn it, I wish we didn't have to play your maps.
Not like half, but a good portion of my maps are just kind of like not really me trying. It's just, it's not great, but compared to the old version, it works.
Yeah,
Honestly,
no,
if
if
you
you
just cut the file size down on most of yours, I think they'd be pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, I was in a voice call actually before doing this video where I was talking to Kommissar Hersa. He's the guy that did a lot of the Acceleron card
mouse.
designs. Yeah. Yeah, he said that he was in a video call with you. You were showing off your new Accele-charger, and you'd actually like modeled in like meshed tread on a stack of tires in your new Accele-charger. You removed that, and the FPS jumped like 10. Like
We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that.
So
Don't ask why-
I think there may be
Oh, no.
something to this like lower the file size, and your problems will lessen. I think there may be something there.
I detail a little bit too much. Don't ask why my tires on all my new car models I import are like 40K each.
Wonderful.
I'm gonna ask about it.
Tire tread. The wheel itself is like not even 1,000. Except for the RDO5, that doesn't have a tire tread. Actually, that probably explains why my junk realm is so laggy, because that has piles of wheels as obstacles.
Oh
And
my
each
god.
of those have tire tread.
Oh my god! It all makes sense now.
Yeah, that would do it.
But I'm not gonna fix it. Suffer.
I'm going to continue making jokes to the effect of everything you touch turns to lag. And they're not really gonna be jokes so much, it's just comments on your level editing
The thing is,
style.
a lot of those, especially like that junk realm one, it really isn't that laggy when you're actually playing it. It's just loading it in. We're gonna talk about that.
Whoa! Okay, I might need to fix that.
When you actually like play the jump realm, you get like a solid 40 to 50 FPS. But like when you load in, unless you like sitting down for 10 minutes, it's gonna take a hot minute. Or it's not even finished.
I think I may have
It
broken the
crashes-
balance here.
I think you broke a lot more than that.
I broke my femur.
Oh no. Don't do that.
I'm sorry. It was my femur or something else. And I
You should just eat it. If you eat it, it won't be broken.
It'll be digested. That's much better.
True.
Science.
Look, it's established science. If you eat your femur, you're not really losing it. It's still inside you. Of course, you can't walk on both legs, but that's
Why do you need legs?
Yeah, what do you even need legs in the first place? Whoa, oh, Mr. Fancy, you know, I can't crawl around like normal people. Mr. I'm too good for a wheelchair.
I don't know. You're talking about return to fish.
Return to amoeba.
Like
My
return
retirement
monkey
plan
when-
is to remove all my cells but one and live my life, the remainder of my days, as a single-celled organism.
See, why return to monkey when you can return to single-celled organisms?
Return to amoeba.
You don't have to have a job. You don't have to worry about anything. You just sit there and do whatever.
And then die, like really quickly.
Have you seen
Which is
how
also
cells
appealing.
die?
But
It's-
you can
Yeah, they just
you
blow
can
up.
control.
they
then
just,
again,
like,
though-
disintegrate.
You can control C, control V yourself.
This is true.
That is true.
And you can do it infinitely.
Well,
As long
only
as
in
you have enough
accord-
materials.
Yeah, exactly. That's not quite infinite.
Well, technically, if the universe is infinite as of our current understanding of it,
Well, nothing really is
It-
infinite, like in terms of energy. The laws of entropy state that, like, before long, all matter in the universe is going to run out, and entropy is going to reach maximum levels. Stars are going to burn out, and the universe is just going to be cold and dark for all eternity.
oh, you need to stop talking about the universe and stuff because I'm gonna start spitting my mad theories I have.
Mad theories?
No,
We
I
have-
actually
we have
have
no
some
place
decent
in
ones.
this stream for anger. Get your mad
well, miss-
theories out of here.
Mild theories.
Mild theories? All right. Well, I guess that's better. I'm gonna actually turn this down from 175 to.
I would try to 75.
Let's do this.
I can't read, so I'm gonna just go along with it.
Yeah. It's totally exactly correct and proper.
I can't read. I'm staring at my cat. Cat is kind of chilling on the bed though. How we do that?
Cat do be chilling on the bed.
What time is it? It's 11 o'clock. Or I get to eat my cat in 2 hours.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Have you considered no?
Have you considered just don't?
Is it like an insurance program?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a life
Fine.
coaching program where instead of doing
Oh.
that thing, you just don't.
Yeah. It's
I like that
very,
motto.
Uh,
What's the price?
Just don't.
It costs one, just don't, and several
yeah.
really don't do it. Just don't.
I don't know. There's like
There is a hidden fee
Mar-
of instead of doing, then don't. But if you're okay with that,
do they have like a
it's very
cryptocurrency? Do they have an NFT?
affordable. NFTs? Actually, instead of NFTs, they have just don't. They have JDs.
Exactly.
Invest.
Just
They,
don't
they have invest
either.
coins, aka
Well,
just
actually-
don'ts.
How about I'm too lazy to sign up for it, so I get my cat to sign up for it, so my cat just don't get eaten. Problem solved.
That is true. That also works.
And that will make it so that you just don't sign up for it. Even better.
Double whammy.
Just don't sign. Oh my god, it's transcendental.
Science.
Math, technology.
History.
Well, I think that concludes it. Actually, I think that concludes this video.
Okay.
I don't think there was much else. I feel like we've done a good amount here, and anything we haven't done, I'm just going to go ahead and send this back to DK, and if he wants to tweak in anything past that point, I think he will, I don't know, maybe give it a second pass through, but I feel pretty satisfied with the results. I feel like we made good progress for the time invested.
The funny has been completed.
The funny has been accomplished.
Has the funny been acquired it?
No.
That is true. I don't know if it's been acquired.
If DK gets the map, he will have acquired it.
Very, very true. I will give it to him, and thusly he shall acquire it. All right. Cue end credits scene thing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.